All right, family, this is Paul McMillan II, and welcome to a live session. We're going to actually do it on NAS100. It is Monday, October 18, 2021. So the first thing we're going to do is actually check the news. And as we can see on the news here, the USD is going to be under some major news around 9:15, which is about probably almost 2 hours. And then the Canadian dollar is going to be under some major news around 10:30 this morning. And then this evening, the Australian dollar going to be under some major news. So we're not trading any of that today. So we're going to look at NAS100. So the way we're going to actually mark this up is we're going to actually mark up our market structure and zones from the 15-minute to the 4-hour. And then we're going to actually locate order blocks using our order block flow tracker indicator. And of course, we're going to follow up our confirmation by breaking retests and using the Delorian EMA indicator to find our sniper entry. All right. So we want to go ahead and start a top-down analysis. So we're going to go all the way to the past. Reason why we like to mark up a market structure by going in the past is because it lets us know that what price did in the past more likely is possibly going to do in the future, according to market structure and zones and supply demand zones. Okay, I'll go all the way to the back here. Until we don't see price moving anymore. So we see a stop here. So we're going to take our vertical line. Then we're going to start marking up our market structure. So immediately I see some wick action here. So we're going to place our first horizontal line here. Probably going to make this yellow. I'm going to actually, let me make some changes real quick. Be right back. Okay. So now we're ready to go. Okay, so now we're going to mark up our horizontal line. So I see some wick action here. Also saw price rejected zone here, made price drop hugely. You saw this wick here. So I put one there, put one kind of up here. Now we have some zones in the middle of here, but we're not going to worry too much about those. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get these here. Then we're going to go to the 30-minute and start marking up our market structure on the 30-minute. See that here, like here. So this is kind of good there. So now, maybe we can do it like this. Yeah. We'll leave it like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mark up our zones based off of these. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually use the light yellow zones like that. What I like to do with my zones, I like to actually place them at the body of the candle all the way up until the wick. Okay. And I like to make my zones very thin so that way we don't take up too much room. That's just how I draw my zones. Everybody's different. All right. Then I'm going to do these here as well. And then I'm going to change the coordinates of these zones. And that'll be it. All right. So now let's go ahead and change these coordinates here so we can stretch price all the way out. Then we're going to move to the 30-minute. right? I'm going to do the same with these. Right. All right. So now we're to mark up our zones to this point. So now let's go to the 30-minute. So we're going to go all the way back to where we originally marked up. So we see that here. All right. This is where we marked up our 15-minute. So now we're going to mark up these floors here. So we're going to start it right here. All right. And so then with this one, start locating wick action. Okay. We see that was huge wick action here, which forced price to go up. I see some wick action right there. So we can mark up this here. So we're going to do a different zone color. So I'm going to just go ahead and just do green. All right. Then I saw some huge wick action here. Saw some right here. See some here. Then ultimately, saw a little wick action here, respected here, and then up here. So now when it comes to the zones, now we're going to actually, and I'm going to change the color, the zone color to the clear and green. Okay. Right here. Let's see. And then stretch it out to here. Put one here because see, there was a lot of wick action here. And then price broke that zone and went down even to this the next zone here. So technically there's another zone here, but we're not going to worry about all that. He's going to get the main ones. And then we had one that broke even up to here. All right, so -minute. I'm sorry, change the quarters to 15,000. Again, we're just finding areas where we see huge wick action, market structure. You could kind of make these zones a little too close, but we're not going to worry about those too much. Change this one. So we done marked that up. So now we're going to go to 1 hour. So now we see we got more market structure to mark up from where we left off at. Because this was the 30-minute. So we're going to put a vertical line, I would say, right up to here. And so what we're going to do is we'll put another one up to here. Since price respected that hugely, and since we're on the 1 hour, we're going to change the horizontal lines to red. All right. Put another one, possibly up to here. So we'll put that. Put another one here. And we can put another one right here since price kind of broke the structure. Put the next one just on top of here. Price kind of respected that. So now what we're going to do is, since we started here, we're going to start drawing zones for these lines. So we're going to actually start here since this is where I started. So now with the zones, I'm going to change it to purple. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's put one all the way at the top where it was respected, kind of like that. So we're going to change the coordinates of these as well. All right. So now you notice we done marked all this up. So now let's go to the 4 hour and see if there's anything. So you see how we marked up these zones on 3 different time frames already. And now we're on the last one. And so we see this is where current price is at. So we don't have anything else to mark up on the 4 hour. We marked up everything. So now we're going to go back to the 15-minute. Now, what we're going to do on the 15-minute is we're going to look for order blocks now. Order blocks is a type of buy and sell orders that the institutional banks are putting in. And those are the type of trades that you want to take. They're consistent and they make the most money. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on our order flow tracker indicator. Okay. Now we saw, just to give you a little background, whenever the institutional banks do a buy or sell order, which is an order block, it forces price to go down, but they also force price to go back up in order to fill in the imbalance that their orders create. Whenever they do orders, it makes price sell really, really quick. really fast, or buy really fast because of the amount of volume of money that they are putting in these orders. So when price shoots down quickly or shoots up quickly, it creates an imbalance. So now they got to actually put in orders in order to close those imbalance orders so they don't lose money, and then continue to do a buy or sell order. So in this situation here, you can see that they actually sent price to buy up so they can fill in, close this sell order that they did previously in this area. So that way they can finish making their money and don't lose any money. And now they're selling down again. So this looks like a perfect opportunity to sell. We can see that on the RSI. So now the next thing I like to do is I like to take the fib, the most recent high, the most recent low. And you can see that price rejected the 61.80 in the 50% area. So that lets you know that this is accurate, that price is going to sell because they already filled out their imbalance. They already filled in their imbalance right there. So they're ready to sell again. So what I'm going to actually put is, do this. Is going to be our golden zone that I always name it. Yeah, light yellow. All right, so then I'm going to take the fib out. So I already know this is going to be a good sell. So then I like to take trend line. All right. And let me zoom in a little bit here. So I know that price is overall bearish. So then question is getting in. So turn on the Delorian. So we see that price is heading that direction. So now I use the Delorian EMA as a way of finding my sniper entry. So when this yellow EMA crosses the red EMA, that's my sniper entry to go ahead and buy and sell. Just like previously, when the banks put in this buy order, right? I mean, sell order block here. You can see the red right all the way up in here. So when price sold, and then this yellow EMA finally crossed this red EMA, it formed a very strong engulfing candle, retested and sold again all the way down here, which would have been a very good entry here. So we're going to do the same exact thing here. So we're going to wait for that sniper entry. So I know price is going to actually sell. I'm pretty sure of it. So I'll put my stop loss here. Probably my entry here, since I'm waiting for the yellow EMA to cross the red. And then according to the institutional blocks, I'm looking for price to actually go down to maybe this order block here, or maybe even this order block here, and then maybe pull back again and then drop again. And it might pull back to cover this imbalance here and then drop again. So I will put my first take profit maybe down to here. How many pips would that be in NAS? To this point, that'd be a good one. So I would just do the 20 plus pips, and the style, I want to make this a line. And so this is 229 plus pips. And that's what I would be looking for. So there's going to be TP1. Then if price decides to go down to this next wick here, might draw this as a support maybe. Price decide to hit that, then I'll make that as TP2. Let's bring it down a little bit more. It's the order flow tracker, okay. So this is going to be TP2 area. And this is 375 pips. So it's like 30 plus 375. So that's what I'm going to actually put, TP2. Then we're going to put stop loss up here. Change the style, make it a line, so that way we can see it. Then that's what I'm going to put. And I'm going to wait for that cross and then jump in. Now, set my alerts. So let's see. So I'm going to set my alerts. Yeah, let me do that. So let me set my alerts and then I'm going to resume this recording and be right back. All right, so I went on ahead and set my alerts. So we'll wait and see if the yellow EMA crosses the red according to these order blocks. And once it does, we'll make our sniper entry and then we'll see what's popping. What I'll go ahead and do is I'll go ahead and put in my take profit and stop loss. So let me do that now. So let me share my phone screen. All right, so we're talking about NAS100, so trade. Stop loss is 151, 0.0. Take profit 15062.1. So then basically I'm going to just leave that on my phone since it's pasted in. So that way it'll be ready when those EMAs cross. So we're going to see the next candle close in about 40 seconds. So we'll see what it does. So be right back. Now, just to give a side note, now price might push up and maybe retest this area to create equal highs, maybe like a double top, and then shoot on down as well. It might even do that. So it's a possibility. So it might actually do that, retest that, and then just instantly drop. And if it does, we'll adjust the take profit levels. So that way we can jump in exactly when this yellow EMA crosses this red. But that's just about it. We'll see. So the next candle did close, but it looks like it's probably doing some consolidation. Now this is probably pushing up a little bit. So it might create some equal highs up to here, maybe create a double top and then drop. I can kind of maybe see that happening here on the RSI. Price kind of pushing up a little bit and then bam. So we'll see and we'll be right back. Also on another note as well, price could easily come back up and maybe past this line here and maybe try to fill up this imbalance as well. The banks could possibly do that and then make price drop again. And if that happens, that makes perfect sense because they have to buy price up to try to close those previous sell orders that this created in order to keep on making their money and then sell again. Okay, so it would make sense if they do that, if price go that direction. So we'll see. All right, be right back. It's like price might be dropping. Interesting. So we got to wait for these EMAs to cross first. That's what we got to wait for. So price might be instantly dropping, but we'll see. We got to wait for that confirmation of the EMAs. Might adjust my risk tree board and maybe push it up to here. That way, if the next candle close below, it's going to be right at the cross, and we can jump in. Yeah, might just adjust it to that. We'll see. We'll see. Might be dropping. Be right back. So far, a huge institutional move. Look like it's forming. So probably the next couple of candles, these EMAs probably going to be ready to cross if price keep on going this direction. This is a very strong candle here, but we want to get that EMA cross confirmation. All right. So I'm going to pause this recording and see where price lands. We have 6 minutes before the next candle closes above, so we'll see. Yeah, it looks like price is really dropping. Looks like it's ready to go, but we want to wait for that EMA confirmation. We really do. So we want to wait for that. So let's wait for that. And we'll jump in. Be right back. All right, so it looks like the bears are really trying to take control. EMAs haven't crossed yet, but they are getting closer to each other. So we need to wait for the next couple of candles and then possibly jump in. But we want to always wait for confirmation. So we'll see what happens in the next maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Be right back. And just a side note, this is the reason why we wait for confirmation, because price can easily retrace back and go back and forth. This is a doji. This lets us know there's indecision in the market. But when you look at the previous candle, it looks like that the bears are starting to gain control. But the bulls are trying to fight in this market. So they are going back and forth. But there's a strong indication that price is going to trend down. We'll know for sure when both of these EMAs cross, then we know there's a done deal. So you're trying to push down now. So we're going to wait for the next couple of candles, see when it crosses, and then it'll be showtime. So we'll be right back. Look like the EMAs are getting closer, possibly. So we'll definitely know for sure with the next candle if we're heading that direction. We've got 2 minutes left. Next candle just closed. So the EMAs are getting closer. Let's see if they cross. They're probably going to cross on the very next candle. That would be my guess. So let's see. We got about 14 minutes. So I'm going to watch these EMAs. Then as soon as they cross, I'm jumping in. So be right back. All right, so I went ahead and jumped in because the EMA did cross over. You can see it right there. Once I highlight it, you'll see it. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my phone screen. I'm going to watch our trading window real quick here. It's about $50 in profit. So once I get to the $100 mark, then I'm going to start setting up my partials. So yeah, price is dropping. Institutionals putting in that order. So let's see here. Let's see. So that price might be retracing a little bit. I think price might retrace back just a little bit. Then when the next candle closed down, then it's really going to drop. Let me share my other screen. Well, so I'm going to pause this recording and see where we're at in a couple minutes. Be right back. All right, so we smashed the first take profit. Let's see if we can reach $250 at least. It's really, really pushing. It's no surprise. This is the bank putting in their orders. 200, 205. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Oh, let's go. Let's close that first partial trade. Let's go. Let's go. 250. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 249, 262. All right. So first partial trade closed, 260. Bam. So we got our profits. Boom, 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 boom. Now, let's see this next second partial trade. So we want to look at the charts real quick here. See how much more price has dipped. So we smashed our first take profit, but you see how much price really, really shot down based off the order blocks and the Delorian EMA indicator confirmation. So what I'm going to do is pause this recording, and then the price keeps on going down to here. Then we'll see what we profit, see how much more we can profit. But the price starts to really push up and go all the way up. We'll close the second partial trade and we'll be done. So be right back. Looks like price is still dropping. So let me share my phone screen to see how much we're in profit over the second partial trade real quick here. Still $10. It was at $14. Price might still trend down a little bit more. So I'm gonna wait to see what the next candle does. But if it puts me back, then I'm just gonna close this partial trade, second partial trade, and then just call it a day. But I'm back down at back up to $12 profit. So we'll see in about 6 minutes or so. Be right back. So to give you guys an update, my prediction is that price is either going to hit this zone area and then maybe reverse back up, maybe pull back to maybe fill in some of the imbalance, or it's possibly going to maybe go down to this zone. I want to wait for the next candle to see if it starts to push down even more. But if it doesn't and it starts to reverse, then I'm just going to take my second partial trade and call it a day. Still $10 in profit. Was at $12 in profit, but it's pushing back. So pause this recording and I'll update you guys in 3 minutes. Be right back. All right, so to give you guys an update, price is kind of retracing. The next candle is going to probably close below, but let's go ahead and close our second partial trade. So now we're out. So we made a total of $266 off of that trade. Not bad. So if we actually calculate that, so I'm going to bring up the calculator. So 266, if we times that, did that 5 days a week, 4 weeks, which is in a month, that's over 5 grand. It's not bad at all. So we did pretty good on this trade. We did pretty good. So this is proof that both of these indicators are very accurate, very useful. I'm probably going to do a back testing session on this to see how much farther price went. But you can clearly see that price crossed the CMA. The yellow is sticking out if you highlight it. So that lets me know that price is still going to probably trend down even more. And when you look at the RSI, it still had plenty of room to drop. So it's going to drop even more. So what I'm going to do is I still have an alert set for this second take profit. I'm going to wait to see if that alert goes off and the price hits that. Then we'll know if we were really in the institutional order. So that's it for this training session, live session. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.